Hi, and welcome back to my channel, Good Effort Meg. Today we're going to be crocheting one of my favorite Pokemon, Jigglypuff. I always loved Jigglypuff growing up because she would always start singing and everybody would fall asleep and she would get super sassy and draw on everybody's faces. I have very fond memories of that and just laughing and laughing and laughing as a kid. So I'm very excited to work on this Pokemon today. I hope you enjoy watching Jigglypuff come together. So go ahead and grab yourself a cup of coffee or some tea or your favorite beverage. Sit back and relax and let's get crafting. As in the previous videos, I will also be putting a link to this pattern down below. So if you yourself would like to try this pattern out, it will be available to you. I believe it was a free pattern, so that's wonderful. And without further ado, let's get started. For the color yarns that we're going to be using, we only have a handful of colors. So the black is going to be used on her ears on the inside. The white and teal are for her eyes. And the pink, of course, is for the majority of this project. The other materials you'll be needing are, of course, your sharp scissors. The pattern calls for a 5.5mm size crochet hook, but I'm going to use this 4 1/4 size crochet hook, mainly because I want the Jigglypuff to come out roughly the same size as the other projects we've been working on. I still believe she's going to be a bit bigger, but using a smaller crochet hook should help with that a bit. We have our stitch markers and our tapestry needle for sewing. I have my yarn bowl, as always. Lastly, you'll be needing some polyfill. As you can see just from the 3 projects we've put together, I've used up quite a bit of this polyfill, so I hope we have enough for Jigglypuff. If we don't, my plan is to use a lot of that scrap yarn from the previous projects and scrap fabric. And if we get desperate, we can always open up a spare pillow that we have in the house. And most importantly, I have my cup of Dunkin' Donuts Original Blend coffee with a little bit of oat milk. that was the last bit of the polyfill, so desperate times call for desperate measures. This is just a spare throw pillow that we had, so I'll use the fabric for a project and the stuffing for this. Perfect. It's so much bigger than I was expecting, but it's so cute. am done crocheting all the pieces, and now I'm going to crochet all the pieces together. All right, so I have officially finished stitching up Jigglypuff, and I was kind of curious how long it took me to crochet everything, because this one took me a bit of time. And when I went back and looked at my total film time, I was at approximately 7 hours. So I just wanted to pass that information along, just because I had a few people ask me, how long does it take me to put these things together? So there's a little bit of data. So if you are a more experienced crocheter, maybe this will go a little bit faster. And that's only crochet time. I did not account for the time it took me to stitch. But that's roughly how long it took me to put together Jigglypuff. So, but are y'all ready for the big reveal? Ba, 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 ba. Isn't she so cute? So I will say that Jigglypuff did end up quite a bit bigger than I had projected, which is probably why it took so much longer. But I'm super happy with the way that she turned out. I kind of want to keep her, but I think my niece and nephews are gonna absolutely love her. I mean, look how squishy. It's so wonderful. But yeah, so I learned a couple of new stitch techniques with this doll, and I had to get a little creative on the stuffing because definitely didn't have enough of the polyfill. I finished that bag off, so I actually, you know, my husband and I, we have a ton of extra throw pillows, and because I switch out like the covers all the time. So I was able to cut one of those open and use the stuffing from that to fill the rest of Jigglypuff, and I'll just use the fabric to make something useful for around the house. But well, I hope y'all enjoyed this final Pokemon in this series, and I hope that this was relaxing and you maybe got done with your crafts along with me. And let me know if you guys enjoy these types of videos. I'll probably set aside crocheting for a bit just because I have a couple of other ideas that I want to put out. But let me know if you guys want to see more of this in the future. I would be more than happy to do it. I do it in my free time anyways, so it would just be a matter of essentially turning a camera on and filming. But I hope everybody has a wonderful and safe holiday season, and I will see y'all in the next video.